Oh my god, I caught an Azeroth and he's my best friend!
Oh no, get it off, get it off! Oh!
We're gonna go on so many adventures together and have so much fun!
Please, somebody help me, I've been captured by a hunter! Oh!
I can't wait, this is gonna be amazing!
Oh, I'm gonna die, I just know he's gonna make me do horrible things! Help me!
Wyvern Riding! New to Rise and new to Monster Hunter, it is one of the most incredible new mechanics I think the series has ever gotten. A combination of traditional monster mounts with kinship attacks and monster riding from stories with flint-shotting from Iceborne, all bundled together and wrapped neatly into a lovely parcel via loops of softly glowing Wirebug. It really is something to behold. Turning what is just essentially, oh, a mount's gone off, okay everybody, can I just wait for a second while the person on the monster is just there going stab, 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 move, stab, 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 move, okay, he's down, everybody pile on, into something that is a spectacle, a moment, rarer but much more impactful on the hunt. Being able to actually control the monster, run it places, choose what it does, literally wrangle it for your own purposes as a hunter, to the point where you can either repeatedly shunt it into the walls and lash it to the ground for then, you know, the pylon, or even better, ride it into battle, actually having to dodge and react and fight in a player-controlled monster-on-monster bout of epic proportions! Okay, at least it's of epic proportions when it's a more threatening monster than Azeroth, but it's still cool, okay? Until you eventually come out on top, fill your meter, and get to unleash your just rewards in the Mounted Punisher. A brutal attack that does an absolute number on your hunting target, but also looks incredible because it showcases the monster's signature way of, well, killing the things in a beautifully animated, devastating attack that leaves everyone just that, you know, oh god, whether it's the hunter's mighty impressed of the monster in question on the floor, kind of, it's just a fantastic time for everyone involved. Except the monster again. I guess I should very much specify. The monster is in a lot of pain and really needs to be put down quickly. So, the best thing of this, then, as I just said, is the Mounted Punisher. The reward for successfully beating another monster in combat with your wrangled monster, it is so awesome. Not only does it do a load of damage, not only does it give you a down, it is a visual spectacle because it forces your monster that you're wrangling to use its devastating arsenal in a beautiful combo of death against the target monster. It is very kinship attacky. Okay, maybe not that ridiculous, but still, it feels great to get to press that button. And on that end then, what I thought would be fun was to go through every single monster we have access to in the demo and show you their mounted punishers and their general mountiness in generalness in general. Starting with Isuchi then, as well, we have seen our Azeroth with his and then the final slam into his bellow of victory, which, to be fair, for him is actually still quite brutal and impressive. But we will go to our Isuchi. So you've got little bite scratches on your light attack, your heavy is to command the big spinny whip slap, which is honestly quite good. He is very fast and agile as you'd expect, and really not too shabby to getting to your Mounted Punisher. You really can beat something much stronger than the monster you're riding if you give it the good timing. So his Mounted Punisher is yeah, a little kind of forward slashing. But it does get better. because he gives it a huge flip tail slam that absolutely decks the monster, and that is just wonderful to see. The scythe down, the power, the boom. Oh, I absolutely love it. So that's your Isuchi. Next up then, let's look at the Wrathion, and this one is so good, and I can't believe that I'm using so good and Wrathion in the same sentence. And don't get me wrong, I do like Wrathion as a monster. I mean, she was the first monster ever designed. Technically, in fact, she's the one on the original Monster Hunter logo. It's not actually Rathalos. You see, the chin spike is there. I know, but I put this question to you. If you ignore raptor monsters, is there actually a more kind of plain, sort of boring, large monster in the entire game than Wrathion? Because I really don't think there is. But that said, still, fine. And her good old Wyvern Riding moveset is much more than fine. Her heavy attack is the backflip that you can command, and yes, it does poison the monster, on top of doing a truckload of damage. It is potent, and it powers your meter up. The only thing is, if you get hit during it, you will flop out the air, slam into the ground, and lose a huge chunk of your mounting time, and that really isn't too hot. Her light attack, just little bites. So, her mounted Punisher, as you might expect, is to go backflippy. It's an initial backflip into the air, followed by a secondary backflip, just in case the first one wasn't putting across enough of a point, and there we have it, and of course we'll poison the monster. So 2 big hits, a down and a poison, really not too bad, but also nothing too, you know, spectacularly. But when we want spectacle, we only need then go to Mizutsune, the most potent monster in the demo so far, and our bubbly, lovely friend who just wants to sire the next generation of little Mizutsunes and is a little bit on the agitated side, and of course we must stab him to death for it. How dare he try and continue his species? In any case, if you felt that was random, just a little tidbit for you. All the Mizutsune we hunt are male Mizutsunes that are a little bit aggressive because they are in their mating season. So, you know, that's all well and good. But let's go to Mizutsune's Wyvern Riding attacks. We have the light, which is a couple bites forward. The heavy, which is really, really good. It is a huge jump, slam down of the soapy liquid, and you get quite the impact from that. And you can also force it to combo in to the water beam, which is, I mean, well, water beam. What a bit. It's a good tool for applying water blight to the enemy monster, which actually softens up the hide, which isn't tenderizing per se, it just makes the monster squishier in general, so that's awesome. And yes, this means you can apply all of the nasty blights we have to deal with to all of the monsters. Imagine what they do. We can't test them all in the demo, but can Dragon Blight just shut down an enemy monster's elemental attacks completely? I can't wait to find out. And then the Punisher. We get a double bubble.
Bubble bath, bubble bath, bubble bath.
And yes, for the monster, toil and trouble does follow, as we use our lovely slip and slide to arc round the monster to prepare for the ultimate attack, which is this huge enhanced version of the heavy attack with lots of bubbly liquid, a huge spinning spiral slap landing. It really is quite the impact on the monster you use it, and Mizutsune, content his work is done, will of course retreat into the sunset. So there you go, guys. That is the Wyvern Riding, all of the mounted Punisher attacks, and indeed a bit of what they all do. It's just fantastic, it's a lot of fun, and it might get old, it might turn into a gimmick, but it's no worse than Mountain, and it is very much more engaging. And look, until we've seen every monster's moveset, every monster's Punisher, there is so much to discover with this, and I can't wait to. Imagine when you're wrangling with the insect monsters, when you get to the Elder Dragon and you make them do their devastating onslaught. Oh, it's going to be so good! Let me know which one was your favourite, let me know which one you're looking forward to seeing when we eventually can. But until then, like and enjoy this, subscribe for more, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.
Rage gaming with the video float.
But that's all that's really relevant at the mo, but I'm still gonna leave this up so you patrons know that I love you even though the outro's no longer that kinda relevant. But the new one's being worked on and it's gonna be a truly badass song, and don't worry, I won't be doing any rapping on it. I'm gonna go now. This was shit.